Welcome to Practical Principles. This is Practical Prince. We're doing talk and tarot. So go ahead and drop in comments, questions. We can just chat or we can do a reading. And for now, I'll just keep prepping decks so that they are ready to go. Looks like we're doing the table shuffle for this one. Yep. Okay. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you had a great weekend. And yeah, we'll see what happens today. It's a quiet day. Well, I don't know. I could do another spread machine spread for fun. I do kind of like how they turn out. But we'll see. It's always fun answering people's questions. So that would be my preference. But it is what it is. So. And yeah, I think we used every deck last time. Apart from the spread machine, we only used the one expansion, but as far as tarot cards go, I think we used them all. Quiet day so far, and that's okay. That one is sufficiently ready. We'll mix up the Lost Forest next. Looks like we're doing a bunch of table shuffles today. Doing 5 piles this time. I'm kind of surprised that the bonus cards in this deck haven't come up, or at least I don't think they've come up in one of these readings. I think I've seen Enlightenment once. Or is it Ascension? I can't remember the name, but I think that was just in private, so we'll see. Planning to follow up with law stuff and figure out how to start doing this professionally online. So we'll see if we can sort that out this week. I'm sure there's plenty to read though, so who knows? Might be a simple case. It might be a lot of figure it out yourself. So we'll see. We'll see. And almost done. Excellent. There you go. Okay. This one is sufficiently shuffled. Stay. Get. Okay. Go ahead and shuffle Cosmic Visions. There we go. And yeah, we'll see where this takes us. And it might be a little bit before people join. An empty chat can be a bit intimidating for some people, so we'll see. Maybe I should experiment with that at some point, hiding the chat overlay until we have someone commenting. So that people don't get dissuaded by a present lack of engagement. Wonder if we'll see Manol. Didn't really get an answer for their question. I wanted to do a follow-up, but they bounced, so we'll see if they come back. And Radha is hopefully working on her meditation and stuff. She has a strong slow down thing. So we'll see. And for all we know, I'll be entertaining myself today, which is certainly not the worst thing. That over there. One more deck to shuffle, and then we'll probably be ready. Yeah. See if someone comes in. Guess we're doing a table shuffle for this one. Some people say they can't hear me. I don't know if it's because I'm looking away or just because I'm thinking. Anyways, welcome to the stream. If you've got questions, comments, just want to chat or want reading, we can do all of the above. Otherwise, I guess you can stick around and just listen, but I don't know if I'm that engaging of a speaker, especially when I haven't prepared like a speech or something, a monologue. Dialogue is sort of what we're after today, so. But yeah, ambient music shouldn't be too loud. I'm after all a bit soft-spoken, so. And excellent. Okay. This deck. Let's shuffle it. Hope you're doing well. You had a good weekend. And let's have some fun. No questions yet, so I'm inclined to look at a spread machine. Spread. Maybe do something there. Yeah, that seems like the thing. So we'll go ahead and see if we can put together something fun. Or at least something that speaks to me. All the cards. Nope. I guess I don't need to avert my gaze with this, but Sorry, that's loud. It looks like integrate was sticking to the bottom. Should be 5 of them. Yep. Okay. Oh, and I don't need the quick start there. Or the blank. Let's see. Let's see. Oh. Cinezone? Not sure if I'm saying that right. Hi. How's it going? I'll go ahead and set these aside. Oh, that pal might fall over. If you've got a question, if you want a reading, go ahead and ask. If you want to chat, I'll pay more attention to the screen. Yeah. Otherwise, we'll just, I'll monologue, I guess. That's. Oh, awesome. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah. Slow start today, but it's been pretty good. Okay. Do you have a specific question or something you want to ask about, or do you just want a general reading? Let's see. What do we want for? Feeling like this is probably a prism. So let's switch mats. And let me grab my nifty book. Ooh. When will I get a job and love life? We'll do two separate reads, one for the job, one for love life, because I feel like those are two different decks. Prisma will work for the job one, but I like to use the Destiny deck for more relationship stuff. So let's. When will I get a job? I'm trying to figure out what kind of spread, or if I'm just flipping cards and using intuition. I think we're just flipping cards and using intuition. Okay. This is shuffled, so that's good to go. This might be just one card, so let's go ahead and show that. Oh, we can make that bigger. Okay. So as far as the job goes, we have Page of Swords. The usual thing is it's, it cuts to the core. It gets to the heart of the matter, the truth. I don't know that there's. Sorry, give me one sec. I'm just trying to figure out if there's another card or if that's it. Because the Page of Swords itself would indicate near future. I don't know exactly your timeline, but it would sound sooner rather than later. No, I think that's it. Yeah, I think it's just one sword, and it sounds like soon. So, not a specific timeline, but you probably know what job applications you have in flight. So, it's probably corresponding to something there or something you've got planned to do right away. So that's the read for jaw. Let me set this aside. I'll need to shuffle that. And let me switch over for love life. I feel like there might be a little more to this one. Unless that's also just timeline. So we'll see. Goes there. Okay. Cards. Do we have multiple cards? I feel like we do. Okay, from the bottom. I feel like that represents you. Yeah, annoying chatbot, but we'll see. So we've got you, we've got an influence. I think that's it for now. We might do more if there's a follow-up, but I think this will give us an idea of how ready you are, at least, for the opportunities when they come. So, and for this one, I have a guide, so we'll be able to look at that. So this is the influence on top. We'll start with the card representing you. King of Swords. And the notes there are assertive and logical. So, good clarity of mind going on. I'll go ahead and, well, let me flip the other card first. And then we can go to the guide if we want to get into more detail. Goddess Ella is the influence. That's a bonus card, something unique to this particular deck. So I'll pull up both of those. Hide that, show this. And we'll start with the King of Swords. Stern but fair. His focus is justice and truth. This card shows impatience if you have to wait before taking an action. However, you must remain calm and have good judgment. When this card arrives in a reading, the focus is on the mind rather than the heart. Perhaps you are going through an intensive time at work or your studies. In a relationship, this is the time to take the initiative and make some decisions. This is a moment when logical and intelligent decision-making skills are being asked of you. Move forward with fairness and authority. So, on that front, you're ready. It's really on you to take initiative and get something going there. As far as the influence of Goddess Ella, let me pull that up. No, I spelled that right. I guess we'll just look for Ella. There we go. In order to stand, look at what the life path. In this card, it is a symbol of wisdom and compassion, generosity, global awareness, and strength. When this card comes up in your reading, it will talk about the need to let go and surrender to a higher wisdom. Whatever it is in life you want to pursue, do so with great ambition. And while you are doing that, you must have an authentic regard for humanity and be of service in the most charismatic and creative way. So I think the highlights there, whatever it is in life you want to pursue, do so with great ambition. I feel like both of these are putting the initiative on your side, that you're ready, that you're capable. You might go at it a bit fast, So just don't overwhelm yourself in doing it, because there's a bit of concern there, but it's really take the initiative. And as far as timeline, that's for you. So, um, yeah. So that's all there is to that. Any follow-up questions, I guess? No problem. I hope it helps. So, I'll go ahead and shuffle these. Um, I can understand if you're going to bounce, so take care. And hopefully, it's a good week. Okay. All right. So now, cleaning up. Okay. Yeah, we'll just shuffle. And I'll post pictures of the readings to social media. And you're on Facebook, so that'll pop up at some point, probably Wednesday. But of course, you've got the video to reference if you do want to come back to it. There we go. And if you want to hang out, by all means, we can just chat, or I can just monologue, which tends to be the thing, but that's okay. Okay, that one's ready. This one needs a shuffle. Yes. Okay. Here we go. And a little more. Okay. All right. Now we're going to set this one back in its box. And then we'll take a look at the spread machine stuff. So let's see, where were we? Just starting. That's what it was. Okay. Piece of me in the deck. Go ahead and set aside persona, but I'm not sure we need that. Feel like got something further down. Nope, still further down. Pass through seeker and focus areas. Sure, we'll set aside gratitude. That might be a good one. It's relevant to stuff I was talking about privately recently. So there's that. Let's see. Potential we'll set aside. I'm not sure about self-care, but we'll pull it out. We'll see if we use it. Victory and truth seem related. We'll pull those out. luck seems a little relevant. And I guess in case you're wondering, this isn't a tarot deck that I'm looking at. This is, or at least the creator called it, a spread machine. Um, it's cards about tarot sized and to be used with tarot or oracle cards. Um, but so they've got the purpose of the place in the spread. So, like, if I wanted to know about someone's relationship, this could represent the relationship itself. The person asking would be seeker, stuff like that. The rest of these, well, I mean, there's more to that. There's focus areas like ancestry, generations, learning, education, finances, money. So, but then a lot of this has to deal with light work and shadow work, and then smaller things. Like she's categorized them as like boundaries, success, expansion. Um, so like, sort of self-improvement things. So if you've got something you want to focus on, you can make a spread for that. Or if you just want to go through like I am and try and sense what's speaking to you, what you need to look at, that works as well. Um, Set aside responsibility and upbringing. Those are in the shadow work category. We're pulling out limiting beliefs. Probably not. Okay. Now into some of those answer categories, how to handle it. We might be using assert. We'll see. Do similar express. And given how many cards I'm pulling, I'm probably not using all of them. But we'll be able to figure out a collection from them. We've got a card for heal. Probably not attract, although it's a nice card. Nope, not purge, although I do like a good purge. Let's see. Looks like it's farther down. Adjust seems to be relevant. Not sure about commit. Support might play a role. Let's see what else we've got. Lead might have a place. Possibly integrate. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, we've got more than enough for now. So we'll set these aside. We have a bunch of Lightwork cards. Those were perhaps a bit more iffy. Usually the Seeker cards, they're just the orange ones. I know there's a literal Seeker card, which I showed you, but there's also the category, which happens to be Seeker in that case. But I don't feel like this is the focus, which usually that is the centerpiece, or centerpieces for me. So what card are we dealing with? What are we going around? Perhaps it's that integrate. That seems to fit nicely. Okay, so then what's going with that? Let's see. What have we got? Got support. It's going somewhere next to it. We've also got lead. Going out of support. Let's clear a little space. I feel like that just is going to come up later. What else do we have? Truth has taken place under support, supporting support. Victory is probably going over there, although there might be something more involved. We'll see. We've got kind of a comp going on here of assert and express. That's going out the other way from integrate. But they need to overlap a certain amount. And those are both boundaries. Okay. Yeah, upbringing isn't ringing as much. And luck is overlapping a fair bit. We'll elevate victory a little more, but I think we might have all the cards relevant for this spread. So let me set these aside. We'll do that sideways just in case. And let's go ahead and show the spread. Can we see it all? There we go. That might be a bit better once it catches up. We'll see how long it takes. Technology. And it's a bit blurry. I hope that's... Well, I hope this is going to catch up at some point. Yeah, that's rough. Okay. So, oh, there we go. We're catching up a bit. So, integrate was the central card we were building out from. supports overlapping it to some extent, and from there we can lead, and then that will eventually lead us to victory. There's some space there. Supporting support is truth. Going out from integrate is express and assert, which are very much related and overlapping. And then luck, for whatever reason, is overlapping a few of these areas. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes together. Let's give my arm a break, and now let's figure out what deck. I do like the Lost Forest for the more personal stuff and delving. And yeah, I think that's what we're going with today. So open that up, set that aside. And we're going to shuffle a bit, even though I shuffled earlier. Might help get the right cards in the right place. That's fine. This should be sufficient. I think a number of our cards are on the bottom, so let's start there and see what we can find. Alright, which card is this? Is this our integrate? Nice. Following the initial layout of the spread. This one. Where's this one going? I think we're still following the spread. That seems to be support. Next card there. I think we're jumping over lead to victory. Okay. Let's see. I think the bottom card is something, but it's a bit out of order. This seems to be assert. Okay. That's fine. And the next bottom. Seems to be truth. Okay. Let's see. I think I found a lead. Let's see. Is that... I'm feeling suspicious about the card I just got for luck, so that might be a red herring. We'll see. And express. Okay. Found that card. mean, just with how I like to overlap them and whatnot, it won't be easy doing them on the fly. So let's just go ahead and flip them. Yeah, I think I know where the cards are well enough. As far as like what the place in the spread was, the spread machine card. So I'll just go ahead and flip these in place as best we can manage. Yeah. We'll pull luck. Oh, the faceless. This is the other bonus card that I haven't seen in a live. We got Judgment for Integrate. We have 8 of Oceans for Assert, and the Tower for Express. We got 2 of Skies for Truth. 7 of Earth for Support. The Hanged Man for Lead. And, that's it. Temperance for Victory. So let's zoom out a little more. Can we catch it all? Oh, there we go. So yeah, a good chunk of major arcana. I think the bonus card is technically major arcana, but yeah. And then 3 from the normal. Just love the artwork on this. So it's one of my favorite decks to use. All right, let me pull out the guide and we'll see if we can make sense. I'm kind of inclined to start with the Faceless. Let's take a look at that. More than meets the eye, sudden opportunities, which for luck makes sense. The description is friend or foe. His face is ever shifting, as are his motives. So makes sense. That's with the concept of luck. I mean, that's just what that is. So for truth, 2 of Skies. I want to say it's difficult decisions, an impasse. Yep, because it has the 2 trees reaching out from opposite cliffs. So, and then obviously the chasm dividing them. So difficult decisions, and that was for truth, huh? Which makes sense. I mean, was it Nietzsche, all truths are bloody truths to me? Something like that. I mean, if you're really going to reconcile, then, well, and go all the way, then it can be painful. We got 7 of Earth for support. There's that. Sustainability, investment, long-term view. A humble acorn today, a towering oak tomorrow. So I guess little by little, sort of just like, well, I mean, that's just good investing strategy. So I guess the support is coming from the little efforts being done daily, weekly, preferably a more frequent time frame, because then it accumulates and builds up. So let's go to lead, the Hanged Man. That's a major arcana. I want to say changing perspective is what's usually associated there. The surrender, enlightenment, new perspectives. Yep, and that's to be role model, to set an example. So kind of a Buddha-ish feeling there. Let's go ahead and do temperance while we're here. Where is the, oh, there it is. Patience, moderation, purpose. Great cat patiently accommodates a mouse rather than having him for lunch. And for the victory card, it says, what validates you, affirms you, and establishes you? What makes you a winner? How do you become victorious? So I've got some of that. Patience I have in spades. Purpose, not so much. Moderation, I could do better, and I have done better, so not too worried about that. So probably purpose. Let's go to the, assert, and then the tower. So assert was 8 of oceans. Oops, wrong way. Abandonment, withdrawal, escapism. Sometimes the best action is to leave it all behind. Interesting. So, to claim, to take space, to remain honest and confident. And it's, the 8 of oceans is saying to walk away. Not from making claims and whatnot, but just like that is the way you assert sometimes, is by disengaging. And that if they refuse to acknowledge, that's how to respond. Oh, and then the tower for express. The tower deals with upheaval, change, revelation, awakening, and chaos, as well as upheaval. That's the more famous note. Express, to communicate, to make your thoughts and feelings known, to allow truth to flow through, which makes sense. We did have truth in here with that impasse, the 2 of skies. So the relation to the tower and the upheaval and how we talked about the bloody truce quote makes some sense. Well, quite a bit of sense, but yeah. So yeah, that was fun. I think it was a coherent reading, so that's good. I'll go ahead and clean up. It'll be fun taking pictures of this. Lots of good art. Okay. And that is, there we go. I think we'll leave this on top for now. We'll shuffle as needed because it's been a pretty slow day. So we might end a bit early, in which case I can take pictures early too. In which case I don't want to have to search the whole deck for. How many cards was that? 8? Yeah. Yep. Let's see. Lightwork. 3 lightwork cards. 2 success cards. 2 boundary cards. 1 processing card. Okay. Now I think I'll go ahead and put these away. Let's get all our cards. Let's see. Success. Boundary. There we go. And lightwork. And given it's been a really quiet day, I think we might just call it and put these other cards away. Shadowworks. We have a bunch of a success and an expansion. Well, there's expansion. And there's success. Oh, there we go. Hey, Victor. With job offer in June. Let me put this away. What cards would we use for that? I feel like that's a Destiny deck question, which is good. We've already got that out for that. I'll put this away too. Oops. Set these aside. Oh, that has to go with its deck. Okay. I feel like a yes/no spread for this one, and this I happen to have a digital guide for this, so let me go ahead and share that. So this is the spread we'll be using. So we'll be pulling 3 cards. And then we'll, figure out the answer. Kitana, explain. Are you talking about sending pictures of a reading and then what the interpretation would be? Because I don't mind trying that, but it's not something I've done before. So just want to make sure that's what you're meaning. Okay. Victor, your spread. First card. Second. Third. Yeah, they were just all on top. Okay. We'll put these back. Let's go ahead and okay, camera's catching up. Let's go ahead and show that. Okay, so let's flip our cards. So first one is 4 of Swords. Second one, King of Wands. And third one, 7 of Cups. So let's see. 4 of Swords is a neutral card. King of Wands. Not seeing anything, so it must be a yes card. And then we have 7 of Cups. That's a no card. Yeah, we've got a mixed bag, so probably not. Unfortunately. When it's that clear, that fuzzy, it's not affirmative, is usually the issue. So, and I don't know if maybe just the timeline is too specific, although I feel like we would usually get something 2 yeses and a no, which is usually, it'll take time, or something to that effect. So most likely no. Sorry, Victor. Let me go ahead and set that down right there. And just ask, so just without the timeline then? Yeah, I think we can do that. Sometimes like that is the answer, but I feel like we can do a spread. So we might get something different. Let's see. These three need to be mixed in. Okay. And double shuffle. Kitana, I guess I still don't really understand. I mean, the art I've been practicing is tarot reading using cards. I guess I could basically pray. I don't technically need a picture for just communing with my higher power. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to pray live. So if you still want to send pictures, then I could message you back or comment or however that would work. So yes, we still want to show cards to people. And we use the other camera. Okay, there we go. I think we're ready. Top card. Going on the right. Okay. So the J&J question. Let's show the spread. We're still doing the same 1, 2, 3, but without the June time limitation. So we got that 4 of Swords again. So that was a neutral. We have 6 of Wands, as well as the Hierophant. So let's see. 6 of Wands seems to be a yes, and then Hierophant also seems to be a yes. So this would be the 2 yes cards. Means a positive is likely, but may take time to come about. So that makes sense. That's consistent with what we got before. So probably not June, but probably a little further out. So awesome. Set that down. Oh, we still want that. We don't want this. Okay. Okay. I'll go ahead and put these away. Some interesting questions today. Thanks for tuning in. Kitana, go ahead and send me that message, post, whatever it is. I'll follow up on that. And yeah, take care, guys. We do this Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so feel free to tune in again if you'd like. But till then, and as always, take care.